Kahalayim, La Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders. Peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there. Treating the word of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach like real business. Because that's what it is, it's real business. Deuteronomy 17:6. At the mouth of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses shall he that is worthy of death be put to death, but at the mouth of 1 witness he shall not be put to death. So let's take a drive. So, there's a lot of things to talk about, especially the witnesses, because where 2 or 3 are gathered in the name of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, that's where he's at, and that's camp. So it's going to be time for people are going to turn this, they're going to try to call the cops for some reason, or turn this into some authority for some reason or whatever. But it's not going to stick. Some brothers it might stick to. But those are all lessons. So, and a big massive death is coming. A lot of 2/3 are going to die. They're dying. People are dying because either it's their time or they're being judged. And when you're being judged, there's nothing you can do about it. And when it's your time, you're ready to go. My neighbor's mom, she's like, I'm ready to go. Every time I talk to her, she's like, I'm ready to go. She looks fragile, she looks skinny. I mean, these people that are older, they're ready to go anyways. So they're gonna go, and then whether they're 2/3 or not, they probably mostly are. But heck, I don't know. 2/3 are gonna die. Other nations are gonna die. It's gonna be real terrible out here. It's gonna be real bad. Because it's that time. There's a time for everything. Well, there's a time for mass death. Because all these people that are taking the mark, the Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, they're taking that Funky Bunch. So guess what? When they take it, they're gonna die. And when they die, it's gonna be their time to die. Nobody's gonna be sad. Nobody's gonna be all messed up. Because remember, a time of Jacob's trouble is coming. Like never has been before. Just imagine the scramble that took place when Noah's Ark was being built. Well, not being built, but it was already built. And then it started raining. And then it started getting bad, the flood. Let's say if it rains for 2 or 3 days, there's big giant puddles. everywhere. But it starts raining for a week, and then it don't stop. But what makes it bad for the people that are dying is that Noah was prophesying. He was telling them, look, it's going to rain, you better repent, better do this, better do that. He was telling them, but nobody believed him. And they could have built their own shit. They could have built their own boats. Had they obeyed, hadn't listened, took heed. But some people just don't learn. And when those people start fighting each other for food and other resources, death is going to be a daily. Like, and I'm not talking about natural death. I'm talking about crime, murders. There you go. It's like a forced death, I guess. The spirit is going to hop on a couple of, or a lot of people. Let's say the bigger the city, the more those spirits are going to hop on people. And that's going to be bad. So 30 people tear up a grocery store and they're armed, people are going to die. You know, grocery stores are the first to go because they got all the food. You've seen how it was with the toilet paper and the water during this so-called pandemic. It was pretty bad. It was pretty damn bad. There was the no toilet paper for a while. None. I had to get napkins and shit. So I'm gonna pause it and then hopefully I remember to unpause it. Alright, so I'm back. Yeah, so death. Now, there's a saying that death comes for us all, which is true in a way, but not for the elect, because although we've been on this planet more than just once, this isn't the only time we've been on Earth. We lived in different parts of the world under different captivities, and we died in those captivities, obviously, because we came back. And now this is the last time. Because how do we know this is the last time? Because all those prophecies are passing. They're all coming. Which ones? The ones in Revelation. The ones in Revelation 13. And then the one in Revelation 16. And not to mention World War III. And then when that happens, the missiles are going to be flying. And as they're flying, we're going to be flying into salvation by the chariots. Because we ain't going to be able to save ourselves, right? So something has to bring us out of captivity. That something being the chariot of Yahushua, powered by the Spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. And that's going to be seen by everybody. And then more death is going to happen. So from now till those prophecies get fulfilled, people are going to be dropping dead in the billions. But in the United States, hundreds of millions of Israelites are going to die. Because there's about 300 million or something. Which is another reason, it's the census. Esau's counting you like herds. Because you only count livestock. Even the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet tells you that. And that's the Aleph. And that means also 1,000. Or I forget if it's 1,000 or 100. So it's the head of a cattle. So Esau's breaking all kinds of laws. He's dirty. And death is going to happen to that guy too. And his whole clan. All of his tribes. Beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be what's called miraculous. You know how they make movies, the miracle of so-called Christmas, and you get into a certain feeling, like you start feeling a certain way, like, oh yeah, all nice and friendly, warm and cuddly. This is gonna have that feeling. See, from now, the feeling has already been going on. It started with the masks. Then it went from the mask to the vaccine mandate. Now it's about losing your job or getting a vax. It's no longer your choice. So what's going to happen? Revelation 13 and 16 and 17. They're going to go and take that mark. And that mark is going to leave them in the dark, deep in a pit, in the grave. You don't want to be in no grave. Because then nobody can help you. So before that, you definitely can get help. Because you have power to say, alright, when I'm doing wrong, I'm being wicked. Except if you're an Edomite or any other nation. I mean, you can feel like you're doing wrong, but it ain't going to do you no damn good. So you won't feel like you're doing wrong. That's your spirit. The spirit of an Israelite will make him or her feel like damn, I have a chance to feel sorry, but fuck that. They won't feel sorry. Because death is a serious business. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.